Okay, and then if I'm adding a song that is not in our library, I would have to create a
Yeah.
slide, right? To have a blank slide.
So it depends on the song. So it depends on, yeah, I'll show you in a sec of what that looks like. So yeah, that's the way to do it if it's a song that we already have in the system. Okay. Now, let's say it's a song like you mentioned that is not in our Pro Presenter files. Then what would you do? So what you would do is you would go to File, you would go to Import, and then you would go to Song Select by CCLI.
Okay.
So this is one way to do it, okay? But there's
Yeah.
another way. Depends on the song though. So so Song Select by CCLI, that's going to be the first thing that you'll want to check.
Okay.
So you click on that, go to Song Select by CCLI, and this is basically a tool. CCLI is a website where it like holds a bunch of songs, like
Hmm.
millions of songs. Um, and let's say we want to add a specific song. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a song that we don't have. There's this one song called Million Little Miracles. Okay. So they'll more than likely have that one since it was Maverick City Music who wrote it. So depends on like how big of an artist it is. Um, like if it's gonna show on CCLI or not. But so the way that you can check to see if it's the correct song is just kind of get familiar with the writers. So like I mean this is like very like specific, but it's because I've been doing this for so long. But if I ever see like Stephen Furtick or like Brandon Lake, Chris Brown, those are all three the key people on Maverick City Music. So that's like well, not Stephen Furtick, but those two specifically. That's like when I'll know that it's a Maverick. Well, this one was Maverick City and Elevation Worship. So that's why you have all the Elevation Worship people on here. So anyway, it's kind of going off topic, but that's just like a thing to keep an eye out. But if you click on the song, it shows you a quick little preview. Um, and it just gives you an idea. Okay, yeah, this looks like it's the correct song based on this verse. It does the same for all the others here.
Okay. My assumption too though would be that whoever is giving me a new song would let me know who it's by, probably, right?
Oh yeah, 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 definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll provide the song and like if it's a brand new song, they'll provide like the artist and stuff
Yeah.
so that you can put that in
That'd
here.
help narrow it down a lot too. So
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes the writer is not the singer, like whoever sings it, they're not the one
mhm.
who wrote it. So CCLI looks up based off of who writes the song.
Okay.
The composer. So that's one thing is like let's say there's an artist that sings a song, but they didn't write it, then you might see a different name on here. Okay.
Okay.
But the key thing is like is that the actual right lyrics? If it's the right lyrics, then yeah, then you'll be fine. So what you would do is like let's say you confirm that that is the correct song, then you go to import.
Okay.
All right, then you click on import, and then it's going to pull up this other menu. Keep all of this to the way that it's set up. So we have it to where it's three slides or three delimiters per slide. What that means is
hmm
it's only going to allow up to three, and then it's going to break up to a next slide.
Okay.
Three is like just like the best practice. You don't really want to have more than three usually. Some
hmm
songs you'll see four, but you want to try to limit it to like only three versus three lines essentially
Okay.
per slide. Just so you're not causing any issues on the live stream too of like the way that it looks. Size, same thing. You don't really need to worry about the size. You can keep it at 1920 by 1080. Theme, keep it the way it's set up. What it is, it's basically set up for the live stream. And it's all connected to the look of for video. So You don't really need to do anything there. And then playlists, let's say if it was for this Sunday, then you'll click on 4/7, um, library default, and then you click import. And then it's gonna already create the sections for you. So verses, pre-chorus, chorus, all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
it's gonna already do it for you on so if it's a CCLI import,
Hmm.
okay. And then basically the last thing that you would need to do is add a blank slide, change it to video look, and then add a background. So those are the three things that you would always need to do.
Okay.
So to create a blank slide, you go down to the bottom here on this little plus, to the
Okay.
plus sign, click add slide, go to add new blank slide, and it's going to add it always to the bottom, which is kind of annoying. But then you drag it all the way up. You just kind of have to move it up a little bit. There
Hmm.
you go. And then so you got the blank slide, and then you want to move it, add it, video look to all of it. So then you click on one of them, and then do Command A, and then do audience look, add action, audience look, video,
Okay.
and then add action, media playlist. So if you want to look like what the background is, because it doesn't show you the background here, you can just go down here to media, and here's all of them right here. So you can kind of just like look through all of them to
Okay.
see, what they look like. So, that's kind of like the easiest way to do it. Some of these need to be taken out because they were like seasonal specific. So,
Okay.
um, all you have to do is just right click and then click delete.
Hmm.
So for this one, I'll just add 16. So I'll do media playlist, add action, media playlist, lyric background 16.
Yeah.
So then now it's gonna have that background
All
pull
right.
up. All right.
Yep.
So that's what you would do for import from CCLI. Okay.